So here we are with Dino Halder, that is the, how can they find you? You are the CEO
Yeah.
of the orphanage, right? You are
Yes.
the CEO of the organization LEF,
Yes.
Love, Education and Food. We are here in Dhaka, in Bangladesh. And Dino, do you want to share with us the story of the orphanage, how you come up with the to start this project, this organization?
Yes. You know, the idea came from the my life.
Yes.
I remember so far I can recall my life. I had a childhood that has no amusement. No happiness because I had been a child labor. I had to work for my food, for my education, and I remember that I have suffered the strongest form of hunger in my childhood. And I went to bed without food and I could not sleep. In the middle of the night I wake up and I was suffering so much. And I had no hope. Indeed, I wanted to die. I was praying so that I die myself, you know because I could not bear the pain of hunger. And I was very much fortunate that one Catholic priest came to us, and he saw our situation, our village people. The parish council, they have also suggested that they should take one or two of our brothers and sisters to the orphanage. And actually I was lucky that I was taken to an orphanage and where I grew up. And I when I finished my education, college education, God gave me a good job.
Okay.
I believe. And I did not think of doing so many things. I was thinking of children who were at that time, living near my house, and I saw them, sorting up plastic objects,
Yeah.
recycling things from the streets, and they had to also work for their own food. That made me cry. And I always remembered my childhood, what happened to my life.
Yeah.
And that is why I saw that they have been sorting out recycling objects, selling them for some food, same life as me. So I was thinking they must not do this. I must give them food.
Yeah.
So I have been giving food for them for 6 7 years, and then I got an idea that I should not only give food but also give education so that they can make a sustainable life, better life. From that idea, I have been looking for some friends. I went to a church again. Church made my life different.
Yeah.
Catholic priest and the church. I went to a church and I saw a good lady. Her name is Joanna Vitakuk from Netherlands, and I was, selling something, Christmas angels.
Yeah.
And I told him my story about my small school, and immediately she said, I want to see the school. And she came to our place, and she wanted to help.
Yeah.
And that is how I made it bigger, from 8 children to 30 children, with one offer promise.
Cool. So you start this project from scratch,
Yeah.
and the fundamentals of this project are just three elements
Yeah.
that is suppose are the elements common in everyday life, in every people
Yeah.
life: love, education, and food.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, obviously that, because I also saw, not only food is the most essential thing, but these children are deprived of love, which they need at the beginning of their lives. If you see, the parents are separated sometimes. The single mother cannot look after the babies.
Yeah.
And single mother go for work and the babies are by themselves in the slums. So I was thinking that I will make a shelter
Yeah.
for these children, because when the mothers are away, they are,
You take care
yeah,
about them.
yeah. So I made a shelter then, and then started growing my vision.
Yeah.
And day by day, month by month, whenever I have found a child who is suffering for food, I have taken
You
him to my
care about
shelter.
them.
Yeah.
I noticed that you are an hybrid version between an orphanage and the kindergarten, you know, because as you mentioned before, some mothers doesn't have time to care about their kids properly because they have to work, so they bring their kids here, you take care about them. And so finally, what's the mission of LEF?
The mission of LEF is to give a better life to the children, who had no hopes and who had no education and love in their life. So, uh, they get here at the center, they get all these three elements full. You can see the smiles and the happiness. This is a family. We never see, we think, these kids who are living here, they are not my biological kids. I never think, I treat them the same as I treat to my biological kids. Even, my kids are sometimes a bit unhappy that I don't give them enough time, but I am spending time. But I always tell them that you have your mother, but they don't have their mother, they don't have their father, and no care,
Stuff.
So, now my children, as they have grown up enough, my eldest daughter is now 18, they are understanding, my position, and and now they give me time.
How many children actually are in the orphanage today?
I have 3 shelters now, and at the 3 shelters, I have 120 children.
120.
Yeah,
And you take care and provide food to 120 kids every day.
every day.
365 degrees days for a year.
Yeah,
Every
yes,
day.
every day.
Open
Yeah,
24 hours every day.
yes, yes.
Amazing. And you also sustain your business just by producing artisanal products and selling them, right?
Yes, our rules here that when they pass grade 8, they have to engage themselves to a skill development training so that they can survive. When they pass the college education, they can go out of here so we can take new ones. So that is what we are doing, and we are very successful in doing that. Our children, by the time after they pass grades 8 and they finish college, by this time they are super qualified,
Yeah.
and they can earn their living.
And just last question. What do you think about the role of the digital skills, learning coding, marketing, web design, and photo editing and so more in the life of these kids actually?
This is a world of digital world now.
Yeah.
So I have been thinking a lot. I bothered you so much. Please come, please come, please come all the time. So I know the importance of digital things, IT education. So our children have some qualification in this, and if they can improve on top of this, I think they can have a better living.
Yeah.
They can earn online. Many of our children already, they have been earning a little bit to support their education, and they have worked as freelancer
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Thank you, Dino, for sharing your thoughts and your experiences and your journey as well. And that's it.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Filippo,
too.
for coming
Thank
to
you.
us
You're welcome.
and helping us.
You're welcome.
God bless
Thank
you.
you.